a fist for black power, cause all we want is freedom. Throw up a fist for, throw up a fist, throw up a fist, throw up a fist for black power, cause all we want is freedom. Throw up a fist for black power, cause all, throw up a fist for black power, cause all we want is freedom. Throw up a fist for, throw up a fist, throw up a fist, throw up a fist for black power, cause all we want is freedom.
All right. Because I just come to live and direct. Man, I just love these beats that these brothers be putting together for me, right? And it's hard for me to cut them off, you know, because I know some of y'all be like, man, your intro, Brother Hatim, is just a little bit too long, man. You be going 3 minutes. But, yo, these dudes put time in, right? Because this is, you know, this show is about all of my family shining, right? It's all about all of us shining. So, yo, this is Brother Hatim. We are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I am your host, Brother Hatim, and this is a Heart of a Simba production where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. And on this new show called The Empire of Our Own, or also known as AEOOOhhhh, we will expose the news, discuss the news, but most importantly, shine the light and ring the alarm, warning you of fuckery. Yep, fuckery, buffoonery, and white magic. We will battle it tooth and nail. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. So anybody that is bold enough to come on the show, I mean, check this out. You can call in and don't even have to talk. All you got to do is push mute, right? I go to you and I be like, what's up? You don't say nothing. I'm going to keep the show going because you already know those who've been listening to me. Hey, this is what I do. I was born to do this. Everybody can't do this, but I appreciate the support that I have been getting, right? I'm trying to build an empire of our own, right? I honestly believe that the media has given us the opportunity, and this internet has given us the opportunity to mold and shape minds. So who better to do it than me, right? You know what I'm saying? If somebody got to do it, you better step up, right? Internet is the battlefield, man. Your mind is your weapon. Are you sharpened? Are you ready, soldier? Are you ready, warrior? Are you ready to hit the battlefront, right? So we're going to move into the news. But before we move into the news, we need to pay respect to the sponsor. This show is brought to you by
The word is spreading. More and more people are switching to Ambit Energy.
Well, one of my neighbors switched, and then I switched. Now the whole neighborhood has Ambit.
Who doesn't want to save money?
The word is spreading. Switching to Ambit Energy is rewarding in more ways than one.
I signed up and got a travel reward. That's nice.
Oh, I get to save on energy and on travel?
There's a cruise for two out there just a few thousand kilowatts away. I can almost smell the sunscreen.
The word is spreading. Ambit Energy even lets you earn free energy.
When I get 15 friends to switch, I get free energy. I have 15 friends. At least I think I do.
Hey, I'd be telling people to switch to Ambit anyway.
If you'd like to switch to Ambit Energy, listen to the following contact information closely. Then spread the word.
Spread the word. That's right. Spread the word. Even if you don't try the service, spread the word. Let them know that you will be supporting Gye-Nyame Journey. And some of you that need relief on your energy bill, hit us up because we can help you get free energy. That's right. Brother Hatim said free energy, because Gye-Nyame Journey is about spreading love, and it's also about spreading wealth, right? So now check this out. As Ambit Energy representative, Ambit Energy is approved. It's an approved energy service company that gives you a choice for saving money on your electric bill and now your gas bill. It's also an income opportunity like no other. Help your friends save money on electricity and get paid in the deregulated energy market. Man, hey, check this out. check this out. We can save you money. Those of you that want to go into business, we can help you start a business. And we will help you build the business. We have people waiting for you right now to push you towards that personal wealth or to push you towards that savings, right? But either way, you are helping build Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Alright, now let's put on the freestyle music because it's about to go down here right now, right? So, yo, those that want to join the conversation, hit me up at 614-556-4535. Get something up off your chest. Get it up off your chest, right? Today was I couldn't even get it out. You ever had one of those days where it was so, you can't even get the, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say the word H-A-R-D. I couldn't get it out. It was so... that the rest of the word got caught in my throat, right? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's like, I won't even go into it, but it was hard, right? But one of the things that it showed me was that our children need a lot of love, man. Our children need a lot of love, but along with that love, they need truth, and they need consistency, and many of them need ass whoopings. I'm sorry. I know some of y'all are politically correct. I'm not a politically correct motherfucker. That's why I try to keep my mouth closed. This is an adult show. This is an adult news show. But some of these kids need their ass whooped. I'm just being honest. Parents, start whooping some ass. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm seeing some of your children, right? Or I'm seeing images of your children, and some of them need their ass beat because let me tell you something. Listen, when I'm sitting in a meeting, and I want to make this perfectly clear, and because some of y'all parents do this, you go to a meeting and you're lying, right? You're lying. But I'm going to say this to you, and I want, just in case you're not lying. If you're sitting in a meeting and you're hearing 3 different people describe your child, and your only response is that he doesn't do this at home, one of 2 things is going on. Either you are a goddamn liar, or your child is purposely acting an ass in school. Some of us have to swallow the pill that some of our children are taking advantage of the fact that those teachers have no serious consequences other than punishing you. See, understand, the whole school system is designed to kind of, first off, it's miseducating our children. And I know people are going to be pissed off at me about this, right? You know what I'm saying? Because we're not giving our children future skills, right? In fact, we don't even know what skills to give them at this point in time. But we do need to make sure that they got the basic reading, basic writing, basic math skills. Right? Basic reading, basic writing, basic math skills. All the other skills in the world are built upon those. If you could do those well enough and you are working towards mastering those, then every other field will open up to you. Right? Now, so we're not giving the kids the real skills, right? But then on top of that, right, a lot of our kids are not really interested in a lot of things that's being taught in the school. I can't remember where I was going with that, but the point I'm saying is, parents, if you are hearing about a child in a meeting and they're talking about your child and you don't recognize it, one or 2 things are happening. Either you're lying on purpose, or you're in denial, or 2, your child, and also, I ain't going to say 2, your child is not representing you in school. So, the issue that we are facing right now is that our children actually believe that they represent themselves. So we have to be honest with ourselves and start letting them know, and honest with our families and start letting everybody know that the child is an extension of your home, and your child tells everything that's going on in your home. See, because it's hard for me to believe. Like, for example, I'm not shocked when my kids cuss at school. I'm not shocked when my kids are acting like they're smoking cigarettes. I'm not shocked. I'm not one of those parents that will go up in there and act like I'm shocked. I'm not shocked when one of my kids is fighting. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked when one of my kids, when they argue. I'm not shocked. I'm also not shocked that they could be very intelligent, and I'm also not shocked that they are very stubborn. You know what I'm saying? I'm real with myself. I understand that they're going to have traits of me, and they're going to have traits of their mama, and they're going to have traits of their grandmama, and they're going to have traits of their aunts and their uncles, because all these genes have come together in my children, and they are the highest manifestation of my family. They are the highest evolution of my family at this point in time. Right? So I'm not shocked when I hear stuff, right? You know, I may be surprised for a minute, but then I pull it back together. And parents, you need to wake the hell up. Because your children are in school acting out of the pocket. A lot of y'all, some of them are innocent. But let me tell you this. If you have been called to the school more than 3 times, your child it's time to start questioning. See, because there's no reason that a teacher has to identify, point out your child, and try to get them out to school unless they are a little asshole. You need to understand this, right? You know, because I need at least those on the journey. See, because those people outside the journey, I don't even give a damn. They could go and live in illusions. But I need those people that's on the journey to be honest with yourself and be honest about your children, because our children are out here doing fuckery. They have been influenced by fuckery, buffoonery, and white magic. Right? I just need to, I had to get it out of my chest, right? And I like to thank those out there that's listening. Those that want to join the conversation, the number is 614-556. Once again, 614-556-4535. Right? I'm sorry. I must turn on the alarm because fuckery's afoot. Fuckery's afoot. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I seen it. It's alive and it's real. It's walking around. It's among us. It's among us. It's not even old enough to drink, and it's always among us. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And some of them are your children. We have, listen, I told y'all 3 weeks ago that the folk tale that I would share in this week could change your life, right? And the one folk tale I did that could actually change individuals' lives and change the direction of our community, nobody even listened to. Nobody. It has the lowest ratings, and I know that that is. I got the alarm back on. Hold on. That's that fuckery. That's that buffoonery. That's that white magic, right? Listen. Let me tell you how the ego works, right? The ego works for the things that benefits it, right? Wisdom does not benefit your ego. You solving your life problems does not benefit your ego. So it finds a way to keep you busy when there's a message that you need to get. You don't believe me, right? When some real knowledge is being dropped on you, right? And you're not tired and you start falling asleep. That's that ego. That's that fuckery rising up in you and is making you sleepy, right? That's that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when you know what I'm saying? A lot of us are avoiding truth, and it's problematic. I know y'all like, brother, how you're supposed to get to the news, but man, sometimes it's so hard, man. It's so hard out here, and then I'm kind of sometimes I get disillusioned because I'm working in close proximity to my future. You know what I'm saying? Close proximity to my children. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing, and what I'm seeing is sometimes scare the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? Because if we don't get our young trees together, they will be used to destroy us, just like in the story I just told, you know, about the ox and the trees, right? The ox, I mean, the axe, what was it? Hold on, I'm gonna give you the exact title. It was this week, and it was called I want to say The Axe and the Trees. But let's go on, let's find it. Boom, I'm pulling it up. Modern technology, man, it's the bomb, right? It's the bomb. And wow, this is dope. As I'm on the air right now, it look like it's taping me on my phone too. So, you know, we got to be aware of that type of shit too. They're following us and they're taping us and they're, you know what I'm saying? All right. So, The Trees and the Axe. That was the name of the story. The Trees and the Axe. Right? So, I want to make sure that y'all check that one out, man, because that's a life changer, man. That's a community changer. That's a nation building, for real. Because it really lets us know what the hell is going on, right? Because a lot of us don't even know, right? And according to that story, the reason we are where we are now is because we allow people to get our children, man. We allow people to get in our children's head. We allow people to educate our children. We allow people to train our children, and eventually they use these children against us, our very own children. So I'm about to get into the news, but I'm sending out information for those people that might want to tune in to the show. And those sitting out there that might want to listen, the number is 614-556-4535. Once again, that's 614-556-4535. Okay, I'm trying to post something up right now for those that might want to join us. Go down, call in live at, once again, 614-556-4535. All right, on to the news. Once again, you are listening to Gye-Nyame Journey. I am your host, Brother Hatim. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. We strive to blow up your old paradigm. And once again, you are listening to Gye-Nyame Journeys, an empire of our own news show, AEOOOhhhh. So let's get to the news. All right. Those that want the news, hold on, let me post where you can get the news at so you can follow along and read along with me. All right, now, also those that like Gye-Nyame Journey, if you have liked it on Facebook, because I'm posting up the page on, no, damn it. Oh my God, they killing me. All right, cool, let me go back. Those that like Gye-Nyame Journey, right? Like it on Facebook. You can post up your own articles that you want me to go through, all right? And also just leave a little message on there and I'll hit it up for you, right? Discuss it, you know, we can smash it on the show, right? I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? As long as I ain't just dogging people for no reason at all. You know what I'm saying? But then I'll do that sometime too. But hey, on to the news. Oh, also for those that are looking for other ways to support the journey, you don't necessarily want to be involved in, you don't necessarily want to support the journey by any other method. You want to donate money, right? So what Brother Hatim has done, I set up a Patreon page just for those individuals. So you go and you can support us on Patreon as well. Or you can just buy a book. Why not buy a book? You know what I'm saying? You proofread it, fill it up with the red ink, send it back, I'll fix it. Right? So now, let's get to the news. I'm posting this up and we on and popping. Wow. Let me take all that little ending stuff off. Now, boom, there we go. Damn, hold on. I got one more thing to do. I messed up. Yep, Brother Hatim make mistakes. I know some of y'all finding it hard to believe. Wow. Let me get rid of this. Right there. All right, now. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? In the news. First thing on the line for Gye-Nyame Journey is, of course, the show popped up. It said call in live. 614-556-4535. An empire of our own. AEOOOhhhh. Show 6, right? This is the 6th show. I'm starting to like doing this news stuff, man, because it's easy, man. This is easy, man. And all right, so now the first news story I got is that I saw one of my sons. Shouts out to Dante. Shouts out to one of my sons, Dante. He sent me a link for the newest Civil War official trailer, right? Well, maybe it ain't new for some of y'all, but it's new for me. It blew my mind. So I got that posted up there, and all I can say is, oh boy, man, I'm looking forward to all these white men beating the hell out of each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm really looking forward to it. You know, whether they got on machine suits or whether they having shields or they got on uniforms, trying to look like a spider. You know what I'm saying? I just enjoy watching these white boys beat the hell out of each other. You know what I'm saying? All right. And we got a couple of brothers in there too. You know what I'm saying? You know, but they, of course, you know, they ain't gonna let their fight scenes be as good. But hey, you know what I'm saying. All right, so go and check it out. It's an excellent trailer. I think it's gonna be a very good movie. But now I can't wait, because at the end of the month, I'm taking my son and my nephew, and maybe we might go with another whole crew of young people, or I mean, old folks too. If you want to bring your sons, we might need to make it a night. But we're going to see Batman versus Superman, right? Dawn of Justice, right? And I know a lot of y'all like, oh, Tim, you're a big grown ass talking about going to see. Man, listen, I done had full out arguments with other adult men talking about who would win between Batman and Superman, right? And one of the sad part about this movie for me is that this was a heavy conversation that I got in with one of my partners, one of my best friends who's not here he's not free right now. So I'm looking forward to being able to have this on whatever technology they have by the time you get out, so that we can sit down and as bros and watch this movie, because I was kind of hoping to be able to go see this with him, his son, me, and my son, so we could go on and we could finally have an actual movie that mimics one of our conversations, right? I know y'all wondering who I would pick, right? But those that know me, y'all already know, so I won't go into it. And I want to see which movie will actually be better. I don't care which one makes the most money, but I want to see which one is going to be better. And for some reason, and I don't know, Civil War is looking good, but man, for some reason, I'm thinking they got some tricks up their sleeve with this Batman versus Superman, man. But hey, that's neither here or there. All right, so an Alaskan airline reroutes their flight so passengers can see a total solar eclipse, and I just wish that I was on that flight. I know some of y'all don't care about this type of stuff, but hey, man, I'm eclectic. I try to learn a little bit about everything. You know what I'm saying? So I would have loved to have been on this flight. They say in order to let passengers get the best view of Wednesday's total solar eclipse. A lot of y'all didn't even know there was a solar eclipse, right? Alaska Airlines rerouted Flight 870 and changed the schedule. That is dope. You know what I'm saying? I want you to think about the effect that being able to see a full eclipse would have on some of our young people. What if we had enough money to have scheduled a flight so that as we're flying in the sky, we could see some amazing astronomical events? That's power. That's power. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you to understand how that would affect your child, right? If you could pull them up out the music that they're listening to, if you could pull them up out of the electronic devices and have them experience the glory of an astronomical event. One of the things that happened, I mean, I had several of them, but one of the things that I really remember in the morning was that we rented an apartment for the summer, and at a certain time in the morning, as the sun would rise, it would rise, because this was crazy, we stayed in a basement apartment, but as the sun rose above the houses, right, at a certain angle, at a certain time, a beam of light would shoot through the not the keyhole, but the peephole would shoot through and form a rainbow right in my living room. Now, I was smoking a lot of weed then, so this could have been an illusion. But nevertheless, it happened at the same time several different times, and every time I was amazed, right? And I'm just saying now, but that event got me wondering how amazing. I mean, I already thought the world was, but that was like proof for me of the amazing power, the amazing and the pure mystery out there that I had to try to find out about, right? And I'm just wondering, like, for example, if I was able to charter a flight and put 100, 200 of our kids up on a flight and have them all just looking at something like this. You know what I'm saying? That should be some of our goals, man. We should be able to take our kids out camping or fly them to another country when there's going to be an eclipse, and they might not even know about the eclipse, and the eclipse hit, and we can say, hey, we planned this just like this, because what that tells them is that you are in tune with something that they are not. See, part of being an adult is being able to pass knowledge and pass moments on to children, right? And we can't do that. Why? Because in our community, we in a powerless situation, so we can't pass nothing on but that. All right, but I ain't gonna get all on to that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, like I said, that's why I'm talking about this ambient energy. That's why I'm talking about, you know, doing things through Patreon. That's why I'm doing this podcast, and I encourage you to start your own. That's why I'm gonna start doing videos with some of the young people, and I'm gonna encourage you to do your own, because there's more than enough money for many of us. I can't say all of us, but there's more than enough money for all of us to create content, post it, and get paid, and create jobs. And them jobs will attract what we create, the value we bring into people's lives. Will want them people. People will want to exchange money for the value we bring into their life. We take that money, we invest it in our workers, and we invest it in making our craft better, right? And our people take their money and invest it in the community. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to spend it, because we got to teach them the spending habits. And we just start this endless cycle. This cycle of money coming in, going out, and before it leaves our community, pulling it back in. And we say, hey, don't nobody buy rice from nobody but this group right here. I mean, I don't care what it is, rice, our own pine saw, our own liquor. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, but we have to decide as a community that some necessity, we have to all buy. Why? Because that will give us power. Y'all don't even, but I'm going to leave that alone, right? So that one day we can say, hey, it just so happens that the equinox is going to be visible in Ghana. And we got a year and a half to get our kids over there. It's going to happen in the month of whatever, and it's going to happen at this time. And we already got the campgrounds. We already got the hotels and stuff reserved. And we get our kids over there, and then on the night of the eclipse, we let them know, hey man, we planned this 3 years ago. Do you know the awe that the children will have because you had the foresight to bring them on something like this? Oh man, but hey, I'm leaving it alone. On to the next. Here's something for my investors. They say Ghana among the best places to invest worldwide. Panelists at a business investment forum at Manhattan, New York. All right, let's go in here for my investors. Panelists at a business and investment forum at Manhattan, New York, have concluded that Ghana's wealth of resources, investment laws, which guarantee 100% transfer of profits, dividends, conducive social, political, economic, environmental, and constitutional guarantees make it one of the best places for investing in the world, and Africa in particular. Now, we need to help Africa look at some of those benefits that they are, because I want y'all to listen to this. It allows you a guarantee 100% transfer of profits, dividends, and constitutionally guarantees make it one of the best places for investment in the world, and Africa in particular. Now I'm just gonna say, if Russia and the United States have similar practices, we need to keep that practice up. But if this means that I could go to Ghana and I could just invest money in Ghana, make profit, and just pull all my money out without leaving some in Ghana, that's foolishness, right? That's sort of like Ghana has become an international part of the international arm of the black disc community. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, a motherfucker can move into the black community, open up a store. We buy everything. We buy single cigarettes. We buy beer. We buy all this poison and shit, right? And then they shut their doors. They empty the cash registers. They sneak the money up out the community without paying any type of tax, and they're able to keep 100% of their profit. That sounds like Ghana is part of the black disc community, yes. And if that is what it sounds like, then Ghana need to get a portion of the profits that motherfuckers is able to pull up and move out. That don't make no damn sense. How is it that somebody could bring resources into your country, make money, look, listen, I come to your house, I bring 3 eggs, I leave your house, I have 6 now. You have received nothing from me, but I'm bringing, every time I bring 3 eggs, I live with 3, I'm able to double my eggs when I come to your house. I don't have to give you anything. So I come to your house every day and I'm bringing 3 eggs. And I leave with 3 eggs. And I keep on doing this until you don't have no eggs. And then after I done took all your eggs, you look at me and say, excuse me, sir, can I have some eggs for treating you so good? What do you mean treating me good? We did good business. Oh, you shit. But now y'all, we don't look at that. We don't look at it like that, right? How can the Arabs come into our community and just take all their money out? How can Jews come in our community and just take all the money out? You know what I'm saying? Sell us junk and take all the money. How can Asians come in and do the same thing? How can Indians, how can anybody outside of ourselves just come into our community and walk out? That's called a trade deficit. We're the only ones that don't look at our community in an international frame of reference. That's called a trade deficit. United States fights again. United States will go to war with a country about them trying to do them like that. But now not us. We go to war with each other. Which is going to bring us to the next story. I have to put on the alarm because I feel that some fuckery is afoot. Hold on. Some fuckery is on its way. Here it come. Here it come. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep on going. You know that whole article is, yeah. Ghana is a good place to invest. Yep. You don't have to leave Ghana nothing. You don't have to pay nothing for the poor children. You don't have to build nothing. You don't have to add to the infrastructure. You can come over and use our streets. You can drink our water. You can swim at our beaches. You don't have to do none of that. No, you can just invest your money and leave out free. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I'm over here. They're over there. Ghana said, I salute you. Handle your business, right? But that's not handling your business. Them motherfuckers got to leave some money on the table when they invest. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they got to do in America, right? That's why our companies is looking at other countries and putting all their money over there. So in some form or fashion, somebody need to show me how Ghana benefits from this. All right. I got to be sure to like Gye-Nyame Journey on Facebook and join the conversation. Once you join Gye-Nyame Journey, you are able to post up stories, and I will talk about your stories. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know what you want to talk about. You know I love running my mouth. Hey, you know, I just ain't to that debating shit. I'm not really into that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I like to speak my mind and keep it moving. You know, I hurt some feelings or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I have to go up against somebody, that's cool. But, I really ain't into that. I just want to express my views, right? Yep, I'm drinking that mead. All right. So now we on. Oh, that's that fuckery. Here you go. Half of Americans' calories come from ultra-processed foods. That is that fuckery. There you go. Listen. What in the hell is an ultra processed food? Somebody help. What is ultra processed, right? Let's read it. March 9th, 2016. This is from, I'm sorry about not reading the contributors on the other articles, but this is from, but it's on the timeline. Go to Gye-Nyame Journey's timeline. You can follow along with me. This is from UPI. On the home and the health news page, Wednesday, March 9th, 2016. More than half of the average American half of the average American diet is composed of so-called ultra-processed foods. And these foods make up 90% of the excess sugar calories that Americans consume, researchers report. Now, here go the answer to my question. Ultra-processed foods are concoctions. I swear to God, I didn't put that word there. Ultra-processed foods are concoctions of several ingredients, including salt, sugar, oils, and fats. They also contain chemicals not generally used in cooking, such as flavoring, emulsifiers, and other additives designed to mimic real food. I swear, I didn't write this. I didn't put designed to mimic real food, the researchers said. Decreasing the consumption of ultra-processed foods may be an effective way of reducing the excessive added sugar intake in the U.S., said lead researchers Eurydice Martinez-Steele. She's from the Department of Nutrition and the Public Nutrition of the School of the Public Health at the University of Sao Paulo in Brazil. All right, this people in other countries looking at us like, what in the hell are they eating? What is that orange chip that she just put in her mouth? All right, for those that want to know what ultra-processed foods, or some descriptions, ultra-processed foods include sodas, sweet or savory packed snacks, candy and desserts, packaged baked goods, instant noodles and soups, and reconstituted meat products such as chicken and fish nuggets. Some of our kids don't eat nothing but this shit. That right there is a description of a lot of kids that I work with on a day. That's their diet. Right there. Right? But I'm gonna leave it alone. Alright, so y'all go on and read this article. You know what I'm saying? I got a fuckery limit. I'm allergic to I'm sorry, I'm allergic to fuck. Alright. Anybody want to join the conversation? Bring a tissue. Because my eyes well, and I think I'm breaking out in whelps because I'm allergic to fuckery. Alright. Hit me up at 614-556-4535. Alright. Next up. This wearable device for the blind can recognize surroundings. So now they're bringing sight to the blind through technology. Pay attention, people. Pay attention, people. Pay attention, people. They are now bringing sight to the blind using technology. Like I said at the beginning, we don't even know what we're educating our children for. We better make sure they got those thinking skills. We better make sure that they're able to adapt. We better make sure they got that kuumba in them, those that know what that means. We better make sure that kuumba's in them so they could look at some of this stuff and create jobs for our people. Because if not, it's Claude Anderson. Actually, from the time that I started listening to Claude Anderson, according to Claude Anderson's prediction, most of us are trapped right now as permanent people in the permanent underclass, right? You non-immigrant race. You the only motherfuckers that are non-immigrants. You call yourself minorities. As Claude said, minorities are losers. And losers don't have vision. You know what I'm saying? And we're good losers, right? We're good sports. That's what they call a good loser. Good sports, right? And we exhibit it. You know what I'm saying? We take an ass whooping and we hold our head up high and with dignity. We took the ass whooping like a champ. You know what I'm saying? In every confrontation. And I'm so tired of that shit. I'm tired of it. And we need to get tired of it. You know, they say you can't change that until you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of arguing with motherfuckers who don't have any sense. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of it. Right? We got other people figuring out how to make their blind able to see with technology when our kids are learning flexible dance moves. Looking like girls. We got boys dancing like girls now. You know what I'm saying? Some of them look like girls. And you know, maybe that's just me. I'm getting old and cynical. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me remind you that you are listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. This is an empire of your own, also known as AEOOOhhhh. Shit. Right? This is show number 6. This is a Heart of a Simba production. Everything's slowing down here. You heard that? Real slow now, right? You know what we strive, always strive to blow up the old paradigms. You know what I'm saying? And what we alert you of the fuckery that's afoot. The fuckery, the buffoonery, and the white magic. Say it with me. Fuckery, buffoonery, white magic. Right? There you go. Alright. On to the next one. Pay attention to this one, y'all. Pay attention to this one, right? So now there was a time where you had to have the right organ. You had to have similar enough genetics in order for them to do transplants. Y'all remember those times? Do you remember the times? Right? You know what I'm saying? Now, let's read this next story that's on the Gye-Nyame Journey timeline, because y'all need pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. New procedures allow kidney transplant from any donor. Let's go to it. I'm clicking on it right now. We're going into the article because I want you to hear this. They got a black man on the front of it. Maybe he's a doctor. Let's see. His name is Clint Smith. At a home in New Orleans, had a procedure that altered his immune system to allow his body to accept a kidney from an incompatible donor. It changed my life, he said. And it changed the life of so many. I added that. They rebooted his immune system. So this means that they can have a kidney now, right? And they could take it from anybody. Let's see what else they're gonna do with this technology. You ready? Because they rebooting the immune system. Listen. We got our kids playing football, right? They beating down. They are rebooting the immune system. How many of y'all thought about forcing your children or pushing your children into genetics? Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, let's go and read this. In the anguishing wait for a new kidney, tens of thousands of patients on waiting lists may never find a match because their immune system will reject almost any transplanted organ. Now, in a large national study that experts are calling revolutionary, researchers have found a way to get them the desperately needed procedure. In a new study published on Wednesday in the New England Journal of Medicine, doctors successfully altered patients' immune systems to allow them to accept kidneys from incompatible donors. Significantly more of those patients were still alive after 8 years than patients who had remained on wait lists or received a kidney transplant from a deceased donor. The method known as desensitization has the potential to save many lives, said Dr. Jeffrey Burns, a kidney specialist at the University of Pennsylvania, Perelman School of Medicine, and the president of the National Kidney Foundation. It could slash the wait time for thousands of people, and for some, like Clint Smith, a 56-year-old lawyer in New Orleans, mean the difference between receiving a transplant and spending the rest of their lives on dialysis. Now, the dude don't even have to do dialysis no more. The procedure, Mr. Smith said, changed my life. Researchers estimated about half of the 100,000 people in the United States on the waiting list for kidney transplants have antibodies that will attack a transplanted organ. About 20% are so sensitive that finding a compatible organ is all but impossible. All right, let's get that. Desensitization involves first filtering the antibodies out of a patient's blood. The patient is then given an infusion of other antibodies to provide some protection while the immune system regenerates its own antibodies. For some reason, exactly why is not known, the person's regenerated antibodies are less likely to attack the new organ. Dr. Segev said, but if the person's regenerated natural antibodies are still a concern, the patient is treated with drugs that destroy any white blood cells that might make the antibodies that would attack the new kidney. The process is expensive, costing $30,000, and uses drugs not approved for the purpose. The transplant costs about $100,000, but kidney specialists argue that desensitization is cheaper and in the long run than dialysis, which costs $70,000 a year for life. All right, I'm gonna stop right there. I want to look because I'm quite sure they come up with other stuff. Let's see what else they're gonna use desensitization for. I'm just going through. So right now we're just working with kidneys, but in a minute we know moving to lungs, hearts. So be prepared. Let's hold on to our children. Let's watch them. Let's watch each other. We gotta keep our eyes out. You know what I'm saying? Because now they could just want your heart. They don't have to be compatible with you. They just might like your swagger. And they just say, hey, I want his heart. Give you $200,000 to go get him. Right? Some of y'all be lying on the operating table and they'll lie to your family and tell them that you dead and you'll be alive. And they'll just take your heart. They'll take your kidneys. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all won't even miss them. You know what I'm saying? You be wondering why you don't feel well. You know what I'm saying? It'll be about 5 months before you find out, hey, you're living without kidneys. I knew something was wrong. I ain't peed in 5 months. You know what I'm saying? If I'm leaving that alone. All right. On to the next story. Anybody want to join the conversation? Hit me up 614-556-4535. The lines are open. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I won't bite that hard. Alright. Tired of ass slowing down your internet experience? This one is for you. Opera's testing a browser that kills ass accelerating web page loading. Go check that out. Alright. Here goes some good news for hip hop. The whole culture. Q-Tip named Kennedy Center's first artistic director for hip hop culture. So the Kennedy Center hired their first director for hip hop culture and they hired Q-Tip. Good thing, alright. Zuckerberg channels Iron Man to tell us Facebook has brought you able to change your face on Facebook. Some of y'all been doing it anyway. But now it's called face swapping tech. And I don't know how I feel about this, because I don't want nobody swapping my damn face and put me in a fucked up situation, right? Alright. So hey, that's that Facebook, that's that fuckery from Facebook. Face swapping. You know what I'm saying? Alright. I mean, I can see how it could be fun, but I also can see how that shit could go horribly wrong, right? But You know, if it can go wrong, one of you out there will find some. Of course, I call it fuckery. Y'all will find some fuckery to get involved with. Next thing you know, how black folks are doing with our money. And alright, so we have a chart up here. Part 2, financial snapshot of Black America. Unemployment 8.8% for blacks in January 2016 versus 4.9% for all races. Average net worth $11,000 for blacks versus $141,900 for whites. Median household income $35,398 for blacks, $42,491 for Hispanics, $60,526 for whites, $74,297 for Asians. So let's go and let's read a little bit of this article, right? All right, we're going to read a little bit of this so we get up out of here. All right, part 2, financial snapshot to Black America. Black money matters. All right, here we go. Turn it down a little bit, turn down the mic a little bit. Black Enterprise continues our conversation with money coach and author Lynette Calfani Cox. A longtime expert in the area of financial empowerment took time to do a snapshot of financial circumstances of Black America. All right, here goes some of the snapshots. It's nice. You get it. You can find this on a thing. African Americans and personal finance, a snapshot. Paying off debt is one goal for blacks. Credit card debt. 79% of the middle class blacks owe credit card debt. 79%, y'all. Who control those credit cards? Mortgage debt. 42% of blacks own homes and 90% of them have a mortgage. So if you have a mortgage, you don't own a goddamn home. Alright, I understand you're in the process, but being in the process don't make it happen. I'm in the process of getting rich. I'm not rich. Okay. Alright. Student loans. 80% of black college grads took out educational student loans. Thank God I'm not in that. Average debt for black people, for a black person, $5,784. Average debt for a house, for a mortgage, $117,000. Average debt for a college student, $35,000. We already went through the unemployment. Let's look at median household income. In addition to putting food on the table each month, African Americans juggle many competing financial priorities and obligations. Average annual expense for U.S. black households, $36,149. We're juggling money between family, church, school, savings, credit cards, mortgage, rent, investments, retirement, transportation. All this money, all this money, except for the church money, go outside of us. And even the church money, after it's compiled, goes outside of us. And because it's outside of us, we're in a bad situation. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, so I went through some of the snapshots, so that's enough for now. You come read it yourself. New hip hop highlights police brutality, family love elements. They're talking about what they call a new hip hop, and I posted up here. It's not new. You know what I'm saying? It's not new. You know, so they new hip hop highlights police brutality, family love elements. If you are a true hip-hopper, you know that's an untrue statement because there ain't nothing new about this shit. This is what hip-hop is all about, right? You know what I'm saying? Often people that don't know what the fuck they talking about confuse rap as hip-hop. Rap is a piece of hip-hop. And most of the MCs aren't practicing hip-hop. They're practicing in a genre of music, which in a sense makes them weaker. You know what I'm saying? Because they run up into a real hip hopper, it's on and popping. Alright. Almost done, y'all. Bear with me. But alas, on this next story, I feel some fuckeries afoot. You got brothers leaning over a grave site with all red balloons, red flowers and red bandanas. Right? Niggas posing for the camera. Alright. Fatal police shooting in North Carolina has African American community outraged. Alright, let's go on and let's read it. I hope this ain't embarrassing. This took place on Associated Press. This took place January 1st. Alright, the Los Angeles Times is trying to shake me down. Alright, so the neighborhood where a police officer fatally shot a man during a foot chase is on edge Tuesday, awaiting answers in one of the latest police shootings in a predominantly African American community. Eyewitnesses offered description of what happened Monday, including a woman who said a black man was shot in the back by white police officers, but authorities had said little something for him. Wow. Raleigh Police Chief Cassandra Deck Brown said an officer was pursuing a man who was wanted on a felony drug charge. When the officer opened fire, Chief said a gun was found near the suspect's body, but she did not say whether it was his. I mean, it's more of the same. I go through it. Black Lives Matter is mentioned. See more of our top, you know what I'm saying? They go back to Facebook. Yellow tape, black man, red bandanas and shit like that. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I'm serious. I'm just gonna stop. I'm not gonna say another word. I promise. I'm gonna move on. I'm moving on. Yep, I'm moving on. Don't say that. Don't say that. All right, support the journey, the music and music of DJ Delford Chadbourne. Go and check out his Tumblr. He got some more beautiful pictures. Young voters challenging Clinton on the African American issues, and they're dismissed, right? And follow your heart. The question is, should Columbus, Ohio build a Macho Man Randy Savage statue? I don't know how I will feel having a statue of Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about having Macho Man Randy Savage immortalized so that my son can see him. Yeah. Because I don't know what the hell he was on, but he constantly said, yeah. And he sounded like he was always stressed, right? I don't know. And he wore some crazy clothes. Shouts out to Columbus' own Macho Man Randy Savage. African American Historical Museum urging people to care about history. And I urge you to care about history. Michigan Daily, finding justice for Black America, even if this is one-time thing, and even if Officer Lying is being used as a scapegoat, calling his punishment and injustice is disingenuous. This is about a guy who Asian guy who accidentally shot a black man on the stairwell. At least they say it was an accident. He was convicted, and looked like he's gonna be getting some time, right? And they're saying finally, right? But you know. I need a white officer. To get some time, right? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I need an example because I'm starting to believe some of the conspiracies, right? All right, those that want to join the conversation, hit me up 614-556-4535. We are winding down. Jug it like that. How the internet is breaking down hip hop's regions. Listen, not only is it breaking down hip hop's regions, it's also forcing the record companies out of business. So, hey, those you that are artists and are bold, man, y'all need to go and don't put your shit up on CD. Put your stuff on MP3. Get it out, yo. All right? Get on your hustle. Get on your grind. Your hustle builds muscle. And that is it on my fault. Children are learning to manage their emotions through meditation. You go on and read that. The Black Elite, a look inside Black America's widening wealth gap. I think I want to do that one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm not that. Sit down. Sit down. Alright, so they talk about this. Alright. They got a bunch of numbers here. Alright, 47 times. Why y'all gonna blank out on me? But you can read it on my timeline. This brother Hotel is an empire of our own, also known as AEOOOhhhh. Right? I would like to thank those that's listening. And with that, remember, this is Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. The heart of a summer production, where we strive for old paradise. That's right.
Throw up a fist for black power, cause all we want is freedom. Throw up a fist for black power, cause all throw up a fist for black power, cause all we want is freedom. Throw up a fist for black power, cause all we want is freedom. Throw up a fist for black power, cause all we want is freedom. Throw up a fist for black power, cause all we want is freedom. Throw up a fist for black power, cause all throw up a fist for black power, cause all we want is freedom. Throw up a fist